It's in the game.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up.
Which is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ingram, and an alley to run, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. There's overload. Overload. Switch. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist.
On second down, it's Ingram. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set, ready. Touchdown. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got this.
From the 41, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football right on the money.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch twins. Check SOS. 11.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Ingram. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, Pittsburgh. 51.
You got double up. Check 52.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Hill. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
We taking win call. Watch the safety creep.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. If you're at football, the people up front, leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here with 3rd down now looming. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Exit. Tight dog. Undercut.
Let's go.
You got tight right there. Kill. Sponge. No.
He can run for it, and he will. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Garoppolo. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Open man is born. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of the coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Lock. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. He's coming. 80 weapon. Get on.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo got the connection here to Bourne. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, here we go. 180. Got to do better. 21.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Now Garoppolo, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done, so I think going for it there was the right call.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Quit talking about it and bring it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
On 3rd down, Ingram. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. 3rd and long. It's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Back now in Baltimore. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
12.
36. Line 36.
Hey, Alpha.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.